Welcome to Vegas Live with Ninon. Of course, we're back again Tuesday afternoon down here at the Peppermill Lounge. Absolutely amazing. Red sofa going. Everything's happening down here. And I have Sammy Fountain with me. Now, he just told me that he was on my show before, but it must have been 2 or 3 years ago because we are now in our 4th year. It'll be 4 years in October that we've actually been here at the Peppermill, which is amazing. Sammy, how are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm wonderful. I couldn't be better.
Yeah.
Couldn't be better. Anyway, he was on, but I didn't do much talking, so I said, well, now the floor is yours. You can do all the talking you want. Now, Sammy, you're in the music business?
A movie.
Movie business. Yeah. Are you a producer or a director?
Actor.
You're an actor.
Yeah.
So what sort of parts do you play?
Well, professionally, I'm a stand-up comedian, but I like to stretch my character. In this project I'm in right now, it's called Mile Marker 666. I play an alleged serial.
Now, 666 is the devil's number.
Yeah.
Hello? Is this part of the devil?
Well,
It
my
is.
character is named Damien,
Yes.
the son of the devil.
Okay.
And the thing about the movie is these 4 guys go on a road trip from LA to Vegas, and they take a wrong turn.
Yeah, we've all done that.
They can't come into our neck of the woods. We're a family of survivalists. We live in the middle of nowhere.
That is a typical driving from Los Angeles to Vegas, which I'm sure many of you have done.
Yeah.
I mean, you suddenly see these little towns way out somewhere. There's 2 or 3 houses, and that's it.
A couple of trailers.
Yes, and a couple of
meth
trees.
lab behind the woods. a prostitute on the main street.
Oh, really?
Maybe 1 or 2 cops.
And that's how it goes.
Yeah.
Is that kind of part of the movie?
Yeah,
The
like we
movie's
live
set.
in a small town. The guy that plays our father is an ex-serial killer. And
So your father?
Yeah. In the movie, not my real dad.
Yeah, let's get straighten that out, shall we?
My real dad's a hillbilly redneck from Tennessee.
From Tennessee.
Yeah, he lives in a town about this big.
Oh, so you could have actually done the movie in his town.
Pretty much, yeah.
And had him as the main character.
Pretty much.
But except he's not a killer.
No, he's...
So, but this is all obviously make-believe, and this
Yeah.
is all sort of, hypothetical and what happened. But
Yeah, and I got...
so how did you get to be the son? Because that's a pretty big part.
Well, the producer, and I don't want to talk about nepotism, he's a friend of mine, and he goes, hey, Sam, I got this part for you. You're perfect for it. It's a special ed person. And in real life, I'm a special ed person. I was in special ed class all my life. I have disabilities.
Let's stop it right there. Now, what are your? You don't seem like you've got some disabilities.
No.
Well, let's find out. Do you have disabilities? What are they?
Well, the main one I have is epilepsy. It's a seizure disorder.
Okay.
If I get too excited, I have seizures. If I get too emotional, I get seizures.
Don't they have a cannabis now that you can take for it?
I've experimented with cannabis or weed and stuff, and it does help out a lot.
But it hasn't got rid of it.
No.
No. So it's something when you get overexcited, your body takes over,
Yeah,
or your body actually can't handle it.
Yeah, it's a seizure. Yeah, my body can't handle, like, if I won $300 million, I'll probably end up with a seizure. And
Oh, let's make sure you don't win the $300. I'll tell you what you do with the $300. You give it to me, and I'll take all the excitement.
Trust me, I've thought of doing that, giving it to somebody else.
But you still won it, so
Yeah.
it's still yours. So it doesn't really. So seizures and what else?
I'm bipolar.
You're bipolar. Okay.
I'm PTSD. The PTSD and bipolar extend from my child abuse. I'm a victim of domestic violence and child abuse. Was that your dad or your? No, my ex-stepdad.
Your ex-stepdad.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's no longer with us, so.
Is he up in heaven?
The way he acted, it's more downstairs.
666. There we go.
Yeah.
Straight down the alley. So you've lived rather, I'm not going to say an unusual life because I've had this kind of treatment going on with children, and I'm actually feeling very bad about children in this day and age because they seem to be treated, I mean, parents aren't even looking after their children anymore.
Like I was just talking to my friend and stuff, and I have this female friend that is in a situation like that.
And are you helping her to get out of it?
Yeah, I'm the cold shoulder she cries
She
on.
cries on because you probably know all the answers and you know how it works and what happens.
Yeah,
right?
and I have a ex-girlfriend that I'm trying to help out and stuff, and she's in a situation she doesn't need to be in.
So you're trying to help all these young people, which
Yeah.
is because you know what it is and you know what it's like. Isn't that cool that you can actually, because of your situation, which you don't have now, right?
No, I just have the remnants of being abused.
You just have the remnants of
I
what
have-
happened to you.
yeah.
Do you feel, and then we got getting off your acting, but do you feel that at some time in your life you'll be able to get over it all and just try to, not push it to,
Yeah.
it'll never leave you
No.
because it's always there, but kind of push it to one side so you don't think about it. But
Through therapy and through my fiance's support and the family support of her family, I'll never get over it. I'll get through it.
through it, that's it, yes, you
Yeah.
get through it.
Because child abuse, no matter what it is, sexual, verbal, physical, will always stay with you.
Yes.
And when you hear that term, words are harder than a fist. That does ring true.
It's funny because when I was brought up, you know, I love my father dearly, but he did a couple of things. He never sexually abused me, but he hit me a couple of times and verbally. And I left home when I was 16, and there was and my brother actually one day said to me, he said, Ninon, you know, why did you leave home at 16? He said, what happened? He said, because you didn't leave home because you loved everybody. You left home because something was wrong.
Yeah.
And that was what it was. It was, you know, I just didn't, you know, think about it and off I wanted to go, and that was
Yeah.
it. So back to your acting.
I'm
So when you, get back to your stuff. It's acting. So when you got this part, you must have been thrilled.
I was excited because I went from an online network, from when I told you I was on before,
Yes.
to, hey, Sam, I got this movie role for you. And I always wanted, as an actor, to extend my character. I don't want to be known as a comedian actor. I want to be known as an actor.
Yes.
I can do any role that is given to me.
Really?
Yeah.
You just put your, do you become that character? Do you kind of look at that character, research the character, and become that?
Well, it's funny because when my friend told me about the role and stuff, I actually looked at my child abuse. Like, okay, how much of my abuse can I put into this?
Yeah. So you had to
It's
kind,
perfect.
you had to kind of relive it again.
Yeah, and,
which sometimes we don't want to relive something like that, but at the same time you can turn around and say, well, it came in handy actually.
Yeah,
You know,
because the
look at the
extent of my
positive
character,
side,
yeah,
yeah.
I can just,
look at the positive side of it rather than the negative
Yeah.
side of it, so which is pretty cool.
yeah, because I have 3 other brothers in the movie, and we're all serial killers. Me, I'm not that kind of a person. I'm not a mean person.
No.
So I went back to my child abuse and said, okay, this is what my ex-stepdad did, so how can I turn that around
Yes.
into my character? And I came up
And
with
you came up with it. So how do you like getting yourself involved in these different characters? Because you have to change your life completely and become that person.
I love it because I learned a lot from professional wrestling, where a lot of the successful wrestlers are extensions of their character. Obviously, I'm not a mean person, so
No.
that's not, but I look back at my experiences in life, said, okay, I want this to be my character, but then I want to turn the volume up
Up a little bit and expand it a little
Yeah.
bit. Well, because it is acting and it is a scene that you're going to involve other people. You know, you want people to watch this.
Yeah.
So is this a full-length movie?
Yeah, it's going to be a full-length movie. It's called, like I said, Mile Marker 666.
Mile Marker 666. I love the name of it.
Yeah, I love
Well,
it.
where did they get that name from? It's catchy.
My friend who's producing the movie,
he did
he
that.
just came up with it and stuff. And if you need any more information, we're on IndieGoGo.
IndieGoGo.
If you go to Mile Marker 666,
Mile Marker 666.
there's the IndieGoGo information, the information on our characters, the movie plot and stuff, and you'll love it.
Now,
For those,
is it coming? Sorry, no, don't be sorry. Is it coming out?
We're gonna start filming it here in a couple of months.
A couple of
within
months.
a few months.
So have you got financially? Have you got all the money you need? for it?
That's what we're doing right now with the
Indigo.
IndieGoGo.
IndieGoGo, I guess that's the place where you can get all this financing and all this.
Yeah, we got some great sponsors on us and stuff.
Oh, really? Already?
Yeah.
Fabulous.
One of the sponsors I like is Hollywood Brotherhood. They're an outfit company. They have nice clothes, nice jewelry.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah, they're a really great company. We have a scar company. We have a photo company.
So you've got all these people coming in to sponsor it and to become part of it.
Yeah.
Because I do know out there to get funding for a movie is really, really hard.
It's
tough.
very hard.
It's tough. Because there's so many people that want to be actors or they want to be producers or directors, and then they've got all these people that write the actual film, the writers, and then they want their stuff out there. So it's tough. But for you, it's not.
To me, I've always wanted to be in entertainment. I tried to be. I tried to go into professional wrestling. I tried to do.
You did wrestling?
I was a wrestling manager. I couldn't do none of the flips or the body slams or anything like that. So
why couldn't you do them?
Last time I looked, I don't look like John Cena, so I couldn't even lift a dog at the time. So they made me a wrestling manager because I had a mouth
wrestling
on.
manager. Because you got a mouth. Oh, you one of those, are you?
Oh yeah, I was a class clown smart.
You were smart. I won't say the rest
I'm
of it.
sorry.
No, you can say it. I can't. Yeah. Well, I can say it, but I'm not going to say it. So
you're too much of a classy lady.
Oh, thank you. That's so sweet. So what about this comedic thing? You do comedic?
I'm also doing stand-up comedy.
Yeah.
I just got a regular gig every week at Tapatio. It's a Mexican restaurant on Flamingo and Maryland Parkway, the greatest Mexican food in Las Vegas.
Okay.
It's so delicious.
Where's that, on Maryland?
Maryland Parkway on Flamingo.
And Flamingo. It's quite close to her.
Yeah. It's like on the other side of Target.
Now, will you do all your jokes or everything? Will you do it in Spanish or will you do it in English?
A little bit in Spanish, a little bit in English.
See, now we know you speak Spanish.
A little bit.
A little bit, but that's all you need is a little bit.
Yeah.
You know, you can fool around with that.
Yeah, and my material is called Clean Raunchy, where I stay away from
How can it be clean raunchy? You know, come on, clean. It's either clean or it's either raunchy.
Well, the thing is I stay away from the swear words, but my material makes up for it.
See?
So I don't need the 4-letter words. I got my material.
That's good. You've got your own. Now, do you write all your own stuff?
What I do is I write keywords on my set sheet.
Okay.
I don't write the whole joke out because then I won't remember it.
You won't
Going back
remember.
to my learning disability.
Learning disability.
I have like concentration problems.
Well, so don't I.
So I just write out keywords on my phone.
And do you use the audience a lot? Do you get them invited into it?
A lot of times, yeah.
Good. That's a good thing.
Like I'll pick out an audience member I like or want to pick on.
Always remember, when you have an audience, you have one on your left, one in the middle, and one on your right, and you choose those 3 people. And when you choose those 3 people, you're home free because they're always going to be laughing and they're always going to be with you.
Yeah.
And that's the whole secret to any time you're performing is to get those. You know, then you look all around the audience, but you're really guiding to those persons that are accepting you.
Yeah, and I always do that and stuff with my comedy and with everything I do and stuff.
You're amazing. Isn't he wonderful? Sammy Fountain, he's absolutely amazing. He's taken on this acting, got a big part. I mean, you've got a kind of a lead part in this movie.
One of the stars is, I'm told. I'm not the star, I'm one of the stars.
You're one of the stars. Well, you know, they always have 3 or 4 stars in a movie anyway, so you're up there. You're fabulous.
And what I like about it is we got TJ Wims, one of the other actors. He's the pretty boy of the show.
Oh, okay.
He's the sex symbol. He's the one that the girls come after. I'm the special ed guy that everyone likes.
Yes, well, because you're likable and you're friendly. So you probably play the part very naturally.
Yeah, I'll probably play the dopey little brother and stuff that follows him around.
There you go. And then where can people reach you?
I have a like page, Boomer the Comic. That's my comedy stage name. I'm on Facebook, Sammy Fountain.
Sammy Fountain, Facebook. You can get him anywhere. What did you say, Boom?
Boomer the Comic. That's
Boomer
my like
the Comic.
page.
That's his fun page and that's his comedic page. You've been amazing. It's wonderful to have somebody who has actually, I don't want to say so many disabilities, but he has disabilities. He's put them all to one side and actually used some of them. So anybody out there can really make it. I mean, you made it. You didn't give up. You took all of it and ran with what you have.
Well, what I want to do is I want to be an icon for those people with disabilities that think, oh, I can never make it. I can't be a musician. I can't be any kind of thing. Well, look at Sammy Fountain. He's one of the best actors and comedians. I want to be that. I want to be an inspiration.
So you're sending a message out to everybody out there who has all these disabilities and feel they can't do anything.
If you have a disability, don't let your disability run you. You run your disability.
That's wonderful. Well,
that's kind of
so
a model.
Okay, thank you.
Thank
Sam's
you.
been absolutely great. We'll be right back with our next guest.